In just 30 days, Kirk Frost went from holding it all together to losing control of everything, and Rasheeda was forced to either save him or watch their entire world crash down. It only took 30 days for everything to collapse, and Kirk Frost was at the center of it. What started as small cracks in his marriage quickly spiraled into a shocking meltdown that no one saw coming. With Rasheeda caught between being his wife, his business partner, and his last line of support, the drama exploded in ways fans couldn't believe. This wasn't just about love, it was about betrayal, money, pride, and survival, and Kirk's every move only made things worse. In the beginning, Kirk thought he could juggle everything like he always did: his music hustle, his family obligations, and his secrets. But secrets have a way of crawling out, and within days, rumors began spreading that Kirk was making reckless choices behind Rasheeda's back. People whispered about money disappearing, about him sneaking off late at night, and about his unpredictable mood swings. Rasheeda noticed it all. She tried to reason with him, standing by her man even when he pushed her away. But the tension was boiling, and every argument they had seemed to last longer than the last. Kirk wasn't just breaking down, he was dragging Rasheeda into his storm. By the second week, things turned from whispers into explosive confrontations. Friends started calling Rasheeda, telling her they had seen Kirk in places he shouldn't have been. Business meetings turned into shouting matches, and even their kids started noticing the heavy silence at home. Rasheeda tried to step in, urging Kirk to slow down to get help, but he brushed her off. "I got this," he insisted, even as his actions proved otherwise. He was drowning in pride, refusing to admit how far gone he really was. The cameras caught his temper flaring, his voice raised, his hands slamming tables. Kirk Frost was unraveling, and no amount of Rasheeda's calm words could stop him. She was holding on tight, but it felt like the man she loved was slipping further away every day. By the final week, Kirk's world completely collapsed. Deals he counted on fell apart. Friends turned their backs, and Rasheeda found herself questioning if she could even recognize the man standing in front of her. He wasn't just fighting everyone else, he was fighting himself. In desperation, Rasheeda became both his wife and his caretaker, trying to shield him from the backlash while managing her own breaking heart. The 30 days ended in tears, betrayal, and a silence so heavy it shook their household. Kirk Frost's downward meltdown wasn't just his story, it became Rasheeda's burden too. And now the question everyone is asking is simple: can their marriage survive the wreckage? Or is this truly the end? The second week of Kirk's spiral was pure chaos, and Rasheeda could feel the walls closing in. What had started as small arguments turned into explosive shouting matches that shook the entire house. Friends began calling her with stories. Kirk was being spotted in clubs, in restaurants, even in late-night hangouts that had no business being part of a married man's routine. Rasheeda tried to brush it off, but the whispers grew louder, and soon the rumors became undeniable. Business meetings that were supposed to secure their future turned into battlegrounds where Kirk's temper flared, and his reckless decisions left everyone stunned. Even their kids, who were usually shielded from the drama, noticed the icy silence at home, asking Rasheeda why things felt so tense. She carried the weight, smiling in public while privately breaking down. Kirk refused to hear her out, shutting down every attempt she made to calm him. "I got this," he'd snap, his pride too big to admit his mistakes. But the truth was clear: he didn't have control. The man who once seemed untouchable was unraveling in front of everyone, and Rasheeda was caught in the middle, torn between protecting her family and saving a man who was determined to self-destruct. By the third week, Kirk's meltdown hit rock bottom, and Rasheeda was left staring at a man she barely recognized. The deals he once bragged about collapsed overnight, leaving their finances in chaos. Business partners pulled away, friends stopped answering his calls, and the spotlight that once made him feel powerful now exposed his downfall for everyone to see. At home, Rasheeda tried to hold everything together, but the emotional toll was written all over her face. She was exhausted, torn between her role as a wife and as a woman who could only take so much betrayal. Kirk lashed out at the world, blaming everyone but himself, and in his weakest moments, he turned on Rasheeda too. Cameras caught the tears, the slammed doors, and the silence that followed, proof of a marriage hanging by a thread. Rasheeda begged him to face reality, to admit he needed help, but Kirk's pride wouldn't allow it. 30 days felt like a lifetime of damage, and by the end, there was nothing left but heartbreak. Fans who once rooted for their love now questioned if Rasheeda could survive the storm. The real question lingered in the air. Was this Kirk's final breaking point or just the beginning? If you've been shocked by Kirk and Rasheeda's 30-day roller coaster, hit that like button. Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to subscribe for more explosive love and hip-hop drama, because trust me, the story is far from over.